It's 2 a.m. You're lying in bed, staring at the ceiling. The weight of everything you haven't done presses down on your chest like a brick. Sound familiar? The truth is, every man watching this has been there, stuck in the silence of the night, battling the demons of doubt, shame, and regret. Wondering if you'll ever get it right. Wondering if you'll ever rise above the chaos of your own life. Life isn't a race, it's a battlefield. But the enemy isn't out there, it's in here. Inside your mind. Inside your soul. And the hardest fight you'll ever face is the one against your own weakness. Every day you wake up feeling like the world is moving forward, while you're stuck in place, watching from the sidelines. But let me tell you this right now, the struggle you're facing, the pain you're feeling, is the very thing that will sharpen you. You're not broken, you're being forged. And this isn't a feel-good video to make you feel warm and fuzzy inside. This is a wake-up call. A kick in the chest to force you to wake up, step up, and stop wasting another second of your life. So what's your excuse? Too tired, too broke, too scared. Every excuse you make is one more day wasted. One more day you'll never get back. But it doesn't have to be like this. Right now you have a choice. You can stay in the comfort of mediocrity, or you can rise from the ashes of your own struggle and become something more, something unstoppable. This video isn't for the weak. It's for the men who are tired of excuses, tired of waiting, tired of pretending like life is going to get easier. The darkness you feel, that's your fuel. The pain you carry, that's your weapon. And when you finally decide to embrace it, you will see that your struggles were never meant to break you, they were meant to build you. Fear, rejection, failure. Every man at some point faces these, but it's how you handle them that defines who you are. Take Michael. He was rejected 50 times by investors before he built a company worth millions. Every door slammed in his face. Every no felt like a punch to the gut, but instead of letting it destroy him, he let it fuel him. He told himself, I'm not going to stop until I get a yes. He didn't just face rejection, he embraced it. He used each failure to sharpen his resolve, to push harder, to get better. Or think about John. He faced public humiliation after being fired from a job he loved. People laughed, ridiculed him. He had nothing but the clothes on his back and a burning desire to prove everyone wrong. Instead of falling into despair, he turned his pain into power. He worked harder, smarter, and never let the opinions of others dictate his worth. Today, John is a self-made success, owning multiple businesses. Fear, rejection, and failure, they're universal, but they don't have to define you. In fact, they shouldn't. What's the real problem? Most men are paralyzed by the fear of failure, fear of losing a job, fear of not being able to provide, fear of not living up to expectations. But fear is just a signal that tells you exactly where you need to grow. You don't need to be fearless. You just need to move in spite of fear. Take small risks every day. Each failure you experience builds your resilience. Each no brings you one step closer to the yes you're after. And let me hit you with a truth that will sting. Fear doesn't stop you. It's the lie you tell yourself that does. The lie that says you're not good enough, that you're too old, too tired, too whatever to make it. That's the only thing stopping you from reaching your full potential. So here's the challenge: every time you feel fear, lean into it. Turn it into motivation. Turn it into action. Because if you don't, the only thing you'll regret is not having tried. Mental toughness. Resilience. These aren't just buzzwords, they're the foundations of success. Imagine a boxer. He trains in darkness, punching through pain until every hit feels like a step closer to victory. That's mental toughness. It's the ability to endure hardship, to fight through the tough moments, and to keep moving forward when everything in you wants to quit. But how do you build mental toughness? How do you train your mind like a muscle? First, start small. Journal every struggle, every victory, no matter how minor. Write down your thoughts, your frustrations, and your wins. This helps you process emotions and gain clarity. Second, practice discomfort. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Take cold showers. Push yourself to fast for a day. Do things that challenge your physical and mental limits. Every time you choose discomfort, you're building strength. Third, set and stick to one small habit. A habit that requires discipline, but one that you know you can achieve every single day. It could be 10 push-ups or reading 1 page a day. It's not about the habit itself, it's about consistency. The small steps you take today will compound into massive growth over time. And remember, this pain isn't your enemy, it's your teacher. Each time you push through discomfort, you're rewriting your story. You're proving to yourself that you're capable of more than you ever thought possible. Discipline, consistency. These are the things that separate the successful from the average. Talent? It's overrated. Hard work and consistency are what make the difference. Look at the janitor who saved millions by investing small amounts every month. He didn't make millions overnight, but he understood the power of consistent, disciplined actions. Or consider the man who transformed his body through a year of disciplined workouts. He didn't have a special diet or a magic pill. He had grit. Every day he did the work, even when it didn't seem like it was paying off. What you do daily matters more than what you do occasionally. Your future isn't built in a day, it's built in the small, unsexy steps you take every single day. That's where the real work happens. Start with one non-negotiable daily habit. Maybe it's 10 push-ups every morning. Maybe it's reading 1 page of a book, but make it something you can stick to. Track your progress. Watch how the small actions stack up, and soon you'll be amazed at what you've accomplished. Here's a thought-provoking challenge. What would happen if you gave 1% more every day for a year? If you pushed just a little bit harder, did just a little bit more, would you even recognize yourself a year from now? Discipline isn't easy, but it's the one thing that will guarantee you don't stay stuck in mediocrity. Excuses are the chains that keep you from moving forward. And guess what? They don't hold anyone back but you. I don't have time, I don't have money, I wasn't born into the right circumstances. These are the lies you tell yourself every day to avoid facing the truth you're in control of your life. And the only thing standing between you and the life you want is you. Take a man who worked 3 jobs just to put himself through school. No time, no money, no resources, but he refused to let excuses stand in his way. He made it happen, and now he's living a life he could only dream of before. Or consider the soldier who lost a limb in battle. His life was forever changed in an instant. But instead of feeling sorry for himself, he rebuilt his life from the ground up. No excuses, just action. Excuses are comfortable lies. The truth is, nobody cares about your excuses but you. The world won't stop for your pity party. It will step right over you if you let it. So what's your next move? Write down your excuses. Then for each one, write down a solution. Every time you feel like quitting, commit to one action, no matter how small, to keep moving forward. This is your fight. Are you ready to step into the ring? Let me ask you this, imagine looking back 10 years from now, realizing you didn't even try. How would that feel? To know that you had the potential, the strength, and the ability to be more, but you chose comfort instead. Tonight, when the world is silent and you're alone with your thoughts, ask yourself one question: am I done being average? The answer is yours, but remember, every day you wait is a day you'll never get back. Time is your most valuable asset. So what's it going to be? Will you keep wasting it, or will you step into the darkness? Embrace the struggle.